Hello, everyone. My name is Jaime Estepa. I use he, him pronouns, and I am a brown, queer Filipino American man with short black hair wearing a red button up floral shirt. Hanging on the wall behind me are personal mementos and index cards of ideas pinned on metal wire boards. And I am so grateful to be joined by Megan Sochu, another fellow from the playwriting cohort who will be reading with me. We'll be sharing with you an excerpt from my play titled The Mojave. In this scene, we follow two queer teens along a bus ride on a cloudless afternoon. This is much like a prison bus with bars across the windows. The teens journey through the desert to a camp where new technology has become available for all who are interested, a conversion therapy machine that works. Alejandra, a 17-year-old Mexican American girl, wants to get off. JC, a 16-year-old Filipino American boy, does not.
You know, you don't have to do this now, right? Like, we can help each other. I got a girl to get back to. You can go home. Maybe think about it some more. Butter up your parents.
I already talked to my parents. I asked for their help.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with you.
Hey, you obviously don't get it. I actually like going to church sometimes, but I know I have to, so whatever. I just want a good life. That's why I'm here, so I can get on with having a good life.
Sheesh. Define good life. Lying to yourself to make other people happy?
Good life, noun, compound word. Definition: a life where I don't have to turn away from a guy if I'm looking at his face for too long. A life where the priest doesn't look sorry for me when he gives me communion. Or how about a life where my parents aren't grossed out by me, where they can treat me like normal again? Like I'm the only one who's going to apply for college because none of their other kids cared to do that. A good life where they didn't fail just because I came out a sissy. I'm not a sissy, okay?
That doesn't sound like a good life. Your life sucks.
My life wouldn't suck if we were at this place already, so I don't have to keep talking to you. Maybe they have a machine that knows how to shut people up forever.
Yeah, they do. You know they experimented on people, right? Like people actually died.
What? You don't know that. Everyone would know.
You know what they want you to know. You think you're gonna walk out of there all perfect and liking pussy, absolved of your gay ass sins, but who really knows? It's killed people before. Who's to say one of us won't be next? You don't think this is dangerous?
No risk, no reward. That's what my dad says. I'm willing to try, and if it takes me, God knows I tried.
That's kind of sad, you know.
I didn't ask for your pity.
Think about it. You want to live a good life, right? How is you sacrificing who you are the same as having a good life? That's not good. That's called being fake.
Stop acting like you actually care. Like I'm only doing this for my parents.
Well, are you?
No, I think. No, I mean, definitely not.
How convincing.
You know, I've never held another guy's hands before. Not my dad's, not my brother's. At church, we always sit boy, girl, tita, tito, lolo, lola, all just so the men don't have to hold hands when we pray. There's no room for me to even try to be fake, to be part of my family if I choose something else.
That's it though. This isn't a choice.
You literally asked me to help you get off this bus.
No, I mean how you feel, how we are. It's not a choice. Not being Catholic anymore, that's a choice I made. And yeah, I'm choosing to get off this thing, but I didn't choose to hate skirts or anything with the words princesa and pink. I didn't choose to crush on the girls down the street every time they came over for Wednesday night tamales, but I'm choosing right now that it's worth it to be me anyway.
Look, I'm not like you. I'm just trying to exist. A decision like that doesn't belong to just me.
It can.
It doesn't. Maybe your parents don't go off about how we sacrifice so much for you to live and breathe in this country, but mine do. I told them myself, Told them I talked about this in confession. did my Hail Marys and Our Fathers, that Father John said my thoughts about other boys are the devil's temptation,
Well, what did they say?
that they were glad I said something, that they could help fix me. They said that this conversion machine will erase the temptations. We won't feel the urges anymore. You did the orientation, right? It said there's a 100% success rate. First time in history. It's groundbreaking. End of excerpt. Thank you.